Hey, I'm Sean, and I'm going to continue with my bassoon learning experience now. And this is the second time I've had the bassoon out, and what I tend to do today is choose a strap for it. I have a series of saxophone straps I'd like to try out and choose one. And hopefully I'd like to get an actual note played and try to get in tune, and we'll go from there and see what happens. So I'm just going to get the bassoon out now. So and I have to put it together again. I'd like to get a stand for it, actually, maybe a little later. It's not a big priority for me right now, but the stand would be good so that I can just leave it out so I don't have to put it together every time. So I think that one's I may need some cork grease. Oh, and the other thing, I should get the reeds going too. Okay. I should actually get better at learning the actual names of the parts of the instrument. I'm going to take my reed and just soak it in some water so it'll be ready when I'm ready. Okay. Make sure that's clamped down. These little latches are pretty, well, it's probably like 100-year-old case, so it had these latches I showed you in the first video. Gave you a close-up. Okay, so I'll put the case back here for now. And there's the reed holder. Just toss it. Okay, so let's see what I remember. So I put this thing on. I better make sure that little hole, I think there's a little hole there that lines up. Yeah, right there. I want to make sure everything lines up. And okay, so yeah, before I put the reed on, I have a few neck straps here. I believe this one came with my soprano sax. I'm just going to get a fitting. Sorry, the microphone's right there. And where's the hook? Okay. So, yeah, that one seems to work right off the bat. I think that one's perfect. It was too long for my soprano, but it seems to fit the bassoon. Or it was too short, actually, for the soprano. I can't remember. But actually, I don't even use a strap with the soprano sax anymore. Okay, so I've got the reed here. I'm going to put it on. And see if we can get this thing sounding. Okay, and I've also bought this book, Elementary Method Bassoon by Rubank. I like these books because they're they were made in like 1935, and they're still being published today. And they're not fun books, but if you want to learn and dig into it and have some patience, and you don't need like fancy pictures and things like that, this is a great book. And it also has for any instrument you play, they also has a fingering chart here. So I use these books for my saxophone students. I use something different for my clarinet students. And I don't really have any flute students, so I don't worry about them too much. Kids kind of find them hard to use though, because they're not really kid friendly. They're like using that old school 1930s kind of education. Okay, so I'm going to try to play an F. So according to the fingering chart, the F is used with key 7 in the thumb only. And so key 7 seems to be the lowest. I'm going to assume it's this one here, according to the chart. So we'll see what happens. Now I don't really know where the F is right now, so that's why I've brought my tuner out, and so that we can see what it is. That's not what I want. Okay, so I use this app called Tunable. It's very nice, and I like it because it shows you like your waveform. And so the note that I want, I'll turn it up. I think I want a lower octave. I think that's the note I want. Okay, so you can see I'm all over the map there on the tuner, if you can see it. I seem to be zeroing in on it now. Okay, let's see if I can get in proper position here. So I'm showing an F sharp. I don't know if bassoons tune like saxophones. I don't think so. So they just kind of plop on the end, and with the saxophone I would use the move the mouthpiece in and out. Try this again. My head is crooked. Okay, now then I was flat. Okay, something, oh, my lips are really buzzing, this little spot in the middle. I'm not used to that. It's my, I can't, it's hard for me to hold that note straight. And just keep working. At least I'm in the ball part though. Okay, I can feel this reed kind of drying out so fast. That was my best note yet. Okay, so I'm going to use the look at the notes here and play this line in lesson 1 of line 1. Here we go. 3. Okay, that was line 1, playing Fs. The next note I have to learn is an E. So I'm going to go back to the fingering chart and look up E. It seems like I have 2 choices for this one. I'll go with the simpler fingering first and hear how that works for me. Otherwise I have to choose key 19 in the lower thumb as well. So it seems like my bassoon only has 1 key because it's so old. Okay, I'm gonna go with a simpler fingering, which is using that same let me think. Yeah, using the same thumb key number 7 and closing my first finger. So yeah, so I have a hole here, right here, that I'm gonna use, and I'm still using this key here as F. Let's see what happens when I'm okay, so that's it. Let's try it again with the tuner so I can see if I'm in the ballpark. So that took me to D sharp. So maybe there's something I'm not doing right. Maybe I will have to actually take lessons. But I'll see how I do here. I'll see what happens when I close this low thumb key or open it up. God. So that's the F. So that lower thumb key does nothing, but I'll try. Oh, I do have 2 keys because this one's a hole. Okay, so maybe I'll try closing that. I'm getting confused here. So when I close that E, it takes me down way too sharp. I'm trying to use the F as a kind of like a base point, because I shouldn't have to adjust my embouchure when I'm changing notes. Not that much anyway. Maybe I should just work on the F today. I thought it'd be just a matter of closing some keys, but it's not as simple as that. That time I lipped up the E. Maybe I'm too loose in my embouchure. Whew. Okay, I hope I'm not learning this wrong. That's my biggest fear, because if you learn something wrong and you have to undo it later, that's hard. Because every time you learn something, there are actual, I can't remember the terms right now, but your brain builds pathways, and they actually calcify. I can't remember the term. I used to know. Maybe I should work on just trying to get the bassoon sounding, like, get the best sound I can. And who knows, this bassoon may be calibrated to a different pitch other than a 440. Do you hear it lock in every once in a while? So the instrument starts resonating a little bit better. It seems like I have to lip up that E quite a lot. Maybe I'll work on the E for a bit. So then when I go to the F, I'm almost in like a flat F sharp. I'm like in between the F and the F sharp when I let it go. Okay. I'm gonna keep at it. Starting to get a little tired. Get some water, maybe. That was nice. Overblew that one and a different note came out. It must have been a harmonic, an A flat. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong key. Thumb key. So I don't understand why the E is so flat. I'm having trouble with that. I might have to do some research. I don't know, maybe this reeds kind of isn't on quite well enough. It's moving around a bit. Wow, this thing feels like a alien machine. Oh, where's that thumb hole? So the thumb hole actually makes it flatter, so I'm not going to use it. I want to put my thumb underneath a hook because that's what a saxophone has, and I'm finding that distracting, not having anything to hook my thumb on. But it is what it is. Okay, so I was getting closer. I was trying to tighten up on the E and loosening up on the F. It's going to take a while. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I had my lips on the reed and I put it on the red part and all of a sudden it just opened up. Of course, because I was like muting the reed. I was muting the reed. So okay, so I'm pushing my my mouth up against the little ring that goes around the reed. I'm wondering if I'm playing the F correctly. I'm gonna try a different thumb key. This is an old bassoon, so that one opens that. Wow. Okay, I think I'm onto something though. So I'm just going to put the end of my lips up to the where the brass ring is. I don't know if I should be playing on the plastic part or in between the two brass rings. I'll try that. I think that's better. Okay, first one. That's an interesting sound, but it wasn't the right note. Okay, my pitch is stabilizing a bit now. It wants to go up into that next harmonic or something. That wanky sound, it just sounds, it means it's going into the next harmonic, which isn't good. I like that sound right there. Now, if I can get it in pitch. It's just going, the waveform is going up and down like this now. I don't like having that brass thing It's like a sharp. It's kind of sharp. I don't think it should be in your mouth. Although the plastic thing. If I put it on the plastic thing, I don't have any control over the pitch. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research in where I'm supposed to place mine. How much reed I'm supposed to take in. Oh boy, I had a good F, and then when I tried to put the E down, it hit some other keys. Very difficult instrument. Much respect for bassoon players now. I can't, still that E is flat or the F is sharp. I don't know which. My hand is like dying. Oh God, it just keeps going, flicking into the next little harmonic that's coming out. Man, is there another fingering for F? No, there's only one. Wow. So this is for the 22 key bassoon. Okay, and I'm not gonna count them. I'm just gonna take their word for it that I have 22 keys. Okay, that wasn't bad. That was too flat. Oh, come on. Oh, that's what I should work on, is tonguing. Oh boy. I don't have the muscles in my face. I have different muscles for a saxophone, but was I hitting the wrong key again? No. Okay. It's really frustrating that the F is so sharp and the E is so flat. Yeah, well, this was my first real attempt at getting this thing going. And I want to spend some more time, but I probably shouldn't, because my hand is hurting right here. I'm probably not supporting the instrument as well. It's like, or my hand needs to, well, that feels better if I hold it like that. Because I was supporting the bassoon on the side of my finger, and that's not a good idea. So I'm going to bring the palm down a little bit more, so it's like that. That would probably be better. Let me try. My finger's out of position though, if I do that. Oh well, I just have to reach. I wonder if I can get the D. I'm going to assume that the D is with two fingers. It's very flat. You know what? I think until I find out what the calibration of this bassoon is, I'm not going to use that. So, okay, I've got 3 notes. Now that's starting to work. Okay, so I'm going to go through the study here, lesson 1. Let's see if I can do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Okay, number 2. Just want to get through them today. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, missed the hole there. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Okay, here's number 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. 2, 3. Oh, F. I want an F. 3, 4. Oh boy. Okay, let's try again. F, 2, 3. Two, 3. Okay, here's number 5. 1, 2, 3. I think the D is kind of flat. Anyway, that'll be for another day. Let's try number 6. Oh, I've got another, a new key. Okay, this is supposed to be the C. So, am I supposed to be holding this thumb key down? I didn't even look. Yes, I keep the thumb key held down. So the C is with the 3rd finger. Pretty logical. Okay, let's go back to where I was. Okay, let's see if I can get the C out now. Here's the D. I'm covering a hole. That's not the right key. Maybe it's this one. Oh God, my hand is killing me. There it is, I had it for a second. If it's like saxophone, I have to probably relax my embouchure a little bit. And I can't get that note. It's oh, there's a pad here. Doesn't seem to open actually a hole. What is it closing? It must be closing a hole. Oh yeah, there's a hole underneath. Okay, I see where it is now. It's a keyed hole and it's got a pad that shuts it, so I have to be sure that I probably put enough force on there to make it close. Okay, go back to F here. Yay! Okay, here's number 6. Try. Oh, okay. I think I've had enough. Okay, so I'm still working on lesson 1 in this book. I learned 3 solid notes. To learn my F. Well, I went through my F, E, D. Tried to learn C. I couldn't get C working, but I think I've done okay for today for the first real lesson. Okay, so time to pack up and go get some lunch. Now the fun part of putting it away just put the reed in the water for now. Soak, won't hurt it. Okay, so now I gotta put this sucker away. So much time. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, I'll take this off first. The crook. I believe this is called the crook. Let's put that there for now. Use cork grease next time. It's okay, it's coming. Alright. Put that way, I think. Whoa, coming apart. It should get easier every time I do this. I'm still at the stage where I don't know what's what. Okay, and keep these two parts together. These are the two hardest parts to get in the case. I think I've got it though. Getting better at it every time. And make sure I close these latches well. This is why I want to get a case, a stand for it, so I won't have to do this all the time. But, oh, and I forgot to put the reed away. Oh, jeez. More hurry, less speed. I couldn't do that before. Okay, so goodbye bassoon for another day. It's really nice to be able to play this bassoon after so many decades of it not being used. Yep. These, oh no, these latches are finicky. And they kind of wobble around. They're loose. Okay, there. And I'll keep this strap that I chose. I'm just going to put it on top because there isn't any room in the case for it. And that's my practice session. Have a great day.